When it's springtime in the Rockies, springtime on the farm, springtime in the creek, springtime in the forest, when it's springtime, I want to paint something about springtime. You see, again we start off with that whole idea. I got to bother myself up. I had to convince myself that is what I will do, and I don't copy anything. I just put myself in a certain mood and a certain spot of this world, and then I fire off. And on is a beautiful painting. On top of that, you get paid for that. Isn't that wonderful? I hope I convince you to live right. There's one way of living wrong, and there's one way of living right. If you get out of your bed and you're miserable, you do something wrong. Not nice to laugh about your life. I really have learned to live right. I used to be the shoe cleaner of the world. In the army, wherever, I always was the shoe cleaner. Bring the food to the captain. And I always thought I was born for that. I was always the shoe cleaner. Until I made up my mind, the hell with that. I want to be something like you too. And I learned to do it, and I tell you, I'm so successful. And I think what I do here now, I want to see you, especially for people that really are down and out, there is a way up. If you believe in yourself, and you do what, and especially with art, we can do it so wonderful. You express yourself, creative power, I grow. You hurt no one. That's the nice part. You hurt no one. You only live with God and with yourself. And it's such a beautiful family. God never will hurt you, and you naturally wants to live with Him or with the big spirit, with the big power, then do that. So again, I put my almighty magic white on that almighty canvas. This is not almighty canvas. On TV, I have always a little Mickey Mouse canvas. But I think it is big, because I think big. Right now is springtime. Oh, it is springtime in the fields, I would say. What I do here, to show the spring. See, there's fir trees, they don't show the spring too much. It's a fresher green, but it's still, winter green is a dirty green in the fir trees. But the leaf trees, they change their jacket, they change their, and they break up the spring. Oh, the spring blossom, the spring. And all that I want to bring out in that. But in order to get the power, see, as more you paint, as more you become a fox. As more you learn to use the colors to play with each other. So what I want to do, I think I put a big fir tree in right there in the middle. And have a very simple run off of the land and show a little bit of almighty distance there far away. And against that dark fir tree now, I can show all the spring colors. Around the big fir tree usually is all the alders and birches, and name those beautiful spring trees. What a joy to be with them. Okay, fire off. I got the magic white on. Too much magic white, please don't do that, because you hurt yourself. Have an almighty clean brush. I will make an almighty spring sky. See what I do here? The touch of a phthalo green and passion blue on one corner. I start off with, can you see already two colors coming out there? One is on the bottom, that green, and on top the blue. But I mix it nicely. First I want to have the darker on top. That gives me a beautiful spring color. Spring color. Oh, there's such a kind of a breath in there. There's kind of a, you can breathe deep. You go out and stretch your arms and bend down and make somersaults and breathe the air in. Can you imagine when you live in Los Angeles? Poor Los Angeles. I lived there for, what? Most 20 years. No. Most people from Los Angeles, they move out. It is too smoggy, too, see, don't watch. Watch. They have nice weather there. Yeah, I like that. A touch of, maybe I will use a different color. A touch of rose madder. It doesn't matter. It is rose madder. A touch of rose madder. I will see spring. Give me that rose madder feeling. This kind of a feeling. This kind of a rose madder feeling. It is born again, new. It is new. See, on the bottom, see, then the Mother Earth gives you that fresh reddish, rose madderish tune. Out of that rose madder, I go into the blues up there. You got the blues, the beautiful. It's still a beautiful, happy. And I will put a happy wandering cloud in. Just a wandering cloud. A happy. I use my almighty fan brush. Always make sure that brush is dry. And I will use the thick white. See, like I do, take a little bit off and just say there's just a happy little cloud wandering off. And that cloud is humming and singing. Ah, it is so wonderful to be alive. When you think about spring, think about spring. The light on top. That's all on clouds. They're just breaking loose and they're wandering off. Yeah, that's beautiful. I will give them a little bit of a rose madderish. Is that the tune? Rose madderish and a bit of. See, I just scrape the scrape off a little bit there and have a little bit on the bottom. See that. Oh, can you see? It's kind of a red rose madder tune in the air. It's spring. Oh God, spring makes you so happy. See? Can you still spot it on the canvas here? That little bit of a shadow on the bottom. Usually shadows are always on the bottom because Mother Earth fires back to them. So we leave it just like that. Good. Now we will. They will, he will. We will fire and watch. I take Taylor green and I load my brush. My brush is loaded. And sap green, and Taylor green, and sap green. See? And if you want to fire a bundle of black right into the whole thing. See, I want that very dark tree standing there to give the, like I said, as more you paint, as more mistakes you made, and some paintings you never like, and some paintings you always like. This is a painting I always like. So I will fire in the almighty tree standing there, and a dark one. See, a dark tree. Have it as dark as you can. See, as dark as you can. Lots of paint in your brush. Don't start off with because you cannot get the movements of the branches. You see, I want to show the branches flying out there. You see, they fly out now by having so much paint on. Good. See, and here I want to have it dark, and I can see it already going all down the hill there. Now you can play your happy little game. Maybe here is a little bit of whatever. You need dark in order to show light. I just play with colors more or less. And spring colors. Spring colors are coming soon. In order to have light, I have to have dark. See what I do, I load that whole canvas with dark. See, load the whole canvas with dark. And now you, like that. That's the right way to do it. See, now you can see, I mentioned the paint like a dog paw, you see, like a curve, and then I want to have some loose grout there. See how nice, show the canvas, show the background, show let the wind go through. And always having your feeling that Almighty spring is spring again, is spring again. It's always dark before I get the light. I cannot have any light if I don't have any dark. And make those trees, crumble them up or turn them or twist them. Can you see, if you can make a close up there, there's a lot of little branch movements going on there. Now I run out of paint, put more paint on here. See, now I will leave out that dark already. Maybe a touch of blue would be good. Maybe here. See, that's the kind of a green I show now already. And maybe here, a little happy green. Look how loose those branches are flying there. See, that makes it nice. And then you come in, I don't care here, that all will be lighted up. Now you go in and fill up the whole canvas, fill up that almighty canvas. And keep that almighty spirit up now. Don't get sour and don't get bitter. And don't think about things happen in the family sometime. I know there's always wonderful, there are families, they have no problem, but then there are families because sometimes I'm, what you say, people cry on my shoulder very often, and I hear a lot of stories, and sometimes they are so sad, and if you take that sadness right on your canvas, you cannot live. You cannot live with what you really should live with. See, now already the beginning of a painting, there's a happy spring feeling there, and now I will and have that dark tree in front, and I will use my knife, and I put the tree trunk in, that big one. Oh, maybe we start off that way. From the top down is always the best. You know, like this. See? And then here you can see, create those lines, that doesn't matter. The knife is such a wonderful thing if you just use it right. See? And here I just want to show spring. And you know, funny thing is, as you're getting older, I didn't know to get old is not easy. It's really not easy. No matter what people say. You say you can have sunshine, you can, sure, but your body is sometimes against you, and that is not too good. That's not too good, not too good. So what I will do, I will add a little bit of red, think about spring, and I will add a bit of red. The good old Lord, he got to be good to me because he really gave me a steady hand. When you're in the 70s and you still can paint like that, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So. Now I will use my little other here that is here, other little 1-inch brush, and I will first mix the darks. See, try to think about the long line, cut off here and there in order to, it doesn't look too good if you have the long lines going all through, you see. And now comes the spring colors. Wash your almighty brush. And I will, white, yellow, a touch of tailor green. See, this is the spring green. Can you see this kind of a green? Maybe I thin it down a bit. That gives you a beautiful, beautiful. See, that is a nice green. Oh, isn't that spring? You know, place I lived as a kid, we had the lilac time. When the lilacs bloom, I tell you, that was our hedges was lilacs, all lilacs. And the lilac smell is everywhere, everywhere lilacs. And what a beautiful, happy smell. The yellow, white, and a touch of tailor green gives you a spring. The spring green. Spring green. Maybe you. See all around that dark tree now. Can you see what I planted? I will use a bit of blue and see I mix myself a darker fir tree highlight, a touch of yellow. See that is for the fir tree now. I will highlight that fir tree too a little bit. See? Can you see? I don't know if the camera will let you see all the details there. That little bit of greenish in that fir tree. And then you can bring it out a bit more. Maybe, watch. Maybe I give them a little bit for the peaks here. A little bit extras, you see? A little bit extras there. And the tree is talking to you. Hey, from the sunny side, let the other side be in the dark. That's beautiful. See, then we will use the same green. We can use here in the shadow of this big fir tree. That tree is has not all the sun. I will show you. Do it right, then it's so much fun. It is so much fun. And you know, creating paintings like that, I feel so good. After I have done the painting, usually I go fishing. I have not reached the painting now what I really did like. I paint so many thousand paintings, but the drive is always, oh God, there's something better out. There's something better out. And I hope one day I will get my almighty masterpiece, my almighty, look at that, oh, that nice green here, a little bit on top. See, and let it disappear. Then let it pop up again. You see, there. That's what I like to show you, this beautiful dark tree against a dark tree, the power of light firing in. That's a different type of a light again, and have that, use your colors now in order to make that painting, make that happen. See? And always let it disappear in the dark. Always let it disappear in the dark. See, now I will, see, okay. See, I take my colors off here again, and I will, yeah, that's a good color. Don't have to be always the same, just make it a different spring, a different type of a tree has a different type of a green. Oh, what a joy. See? It's spring again, it's spring again. I feel the breath of me, breath of me. See, now I will say there's a happy road coming out, and on the other side of the road there's a kind of a grout there. See? Ah, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. It makes you so itchy. It makes you so itchy. You know, it's nice when you have the time you want. See, I use a touch of light here. Light grout there against that dark again. You see? There. When you can have time for yourself. It's always hard for young people when they have to go to work, and the time is the most important thing that you can spend for yourself. The way I paint, I get all the time for myself, and I make a living with art, with painting. God, see, that's why I come out here, and I wish I could really help you too, because it's a way of doing it. There's a way of doing it. Try to listen to Papa, because I think I have experienced the height and the lows of life, and I think with the art, my home is a happy home, and my dog is happy, the chickens are happy. See? There. Now we take that almighty knife and we will create a happy little road. I will use alizarin crimson, I will use phthalo green, I will use black, and I make myself, look what I do, kind of a color like marble. But you can see what you mix now. I need a bit more red. I use a kind of an orangey red there. More white, see, and now I hope no more yellow. See, now I think that's a shadow color what I use now, and I will pull out as a happy little road coming off the hill. Happy little road coming off the hill. Happy. Let it disappear in yonder there. There's this little line and get wider and wider and wider, and just coming off the hill. You always try to aim the dark colors first, or I like to do it like that. Then it's easy to pull the light colors over it, and then it rolls up some way. I show you now. I will use white and yellow and a touch of red. See, and make myself like a orangey, but with all kinds of movement. You see all the movements in there. And now I will think, see, look, it breaks. That's what it is. Have a paint what breaks on you. See, the paint is what will make you, and the paint is what will break you. See, look at that. Ah, what a joy. Pull it off, and you have all the details, and the paint breaks, you see. If you have a paint but smears, don't use that. There's some paint it will do a fantastic job, and some paint just will not do it. See, this particular paint I have, it's absolutely, I look at that beautiful road. Now you can add even more highlights by putting extra bit white into the same thing, and I maybe like to have some extra there, you see? A little extra here, extra there. That's the sunshine, maybe on the sunny side, on the street. Sunny side on the street. See, now tree trunks. And now you use spring colors. Spring colors, white, and all those happy. You see, your eyes tell you. I don't have to. I see already the colors on here. And this is a nice and a yellow, but this is a different type of a color again. You see, it gives me the beginning of harmonizing there, and always the dark against light. That gives it nice, makes it nice. See? Look, you run it down the hill. Sometimes it doesn't come out like that, or not right, and you go over and try to make it stronger or lower. But with other words, that is what it is. See? Here I go along the road, and then you leave some dark holes in there, because then, see, that makes it easier. Now I use the other power again against that. See how I mix it? And I will say here, again, a lighter color against the darker there. That gives you a new beginning. A new beginning. See? Now I will use white and a touch of blue and mix this kind of a color. See, a happy blue, kind of a happy blue. Watch this. See what that blue does? See? Mingle it in wherever you think it would. Look at that blue. It gives you that extra whatever, and you have a beautiful little bit here, a little bit there, like some bluish colors, and you got a beautiful, happy little spring scene there. You enjoyed it? I hope you learned to use your almighty power, and I thank you for watching me. Bye-bye.